Zuyama kwaba about POG Media. So I POG say Seízéd and mo say my Ghana political stories ni bi na just say yes so yensa kan. E de baba be som my Ghana POG Media. So say the mayor mo so who the EOCO and the urban na my Ghana the politics na yɛbɔ de ra nsɛm a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛde ani nso de kyerɛ ɛyɛ wontumi nsɛnsɛm a kyerɛ sɛ no so ɛbɛtɔ dwa na ano ada afiri the last week ɛde ba ne na court akɔneaba die na kyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛli no na yɛ sɛ arrest no na yɛde ɛyɛ new charges anaasɛ kɔadu foforɔ ɛyɛ sɛ ɛbɔ no ne adeade na before sɛ ɛyɛ week na ɛbɛyɛnde no ɛyɛ Friday ɔno nso tumi nya bail a ɔno nso ɛtumi ɛkɔ fie na kame akɔyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ngofo bi di nkomo se eye akontaman eye dwumadi a mo so ekodi ye o Nimbrim forest ene ada forest reserves a mo to because say oman no eye nsa ase ne yenua no kame akoye se esika a eye wontumi enso enya awom no kame akoye se oman no enso entimi en benefit free dwuma no so kodi wo ho ne senti eye ne account bi a eye sam eye informant bi enso ede ababeto dwa che se eye wontumi ete almost eye 500 eye million US dollars so a che se eye dwuma di ono so kodi wo Nimbrim forest other forest reserves no sika a ono so enya wo ho na we na manfo enso edin komo efa sa sika ho se aban ntimi nya ho bibi na chese so obetimi achese ska no na chese ye de aboa na chese o my Ghana enso etimi atu mpon ana se ye beje ne de chese de ato o my Ghana ye foto ma anka eno so ebebo abuzu ama se beje bre ne aboa de rasa issue bi dase
media ade ba ko pe na me hwehwe wo wiase se da bi bedura obi nkoto aba se ya igbeni na me to ama NDC na obi enkoto aba se me asantini nti me to ama MPP mani da kwai se eda bi bedura Ghana krowei se uko wie sika full soldiers ensore eniwachi enkoye demonstration wo EOCO we are in this ni na wie sika wonko ayu gogo sa we are MPP ni na wie sika wonko ayu gogo me twen sa ada no ohia na mani pagimi o mimi hu obi kanokra na o kasa bia o keka nkwase asem bia no me hu se ohia ne kom na mani pa ani bre se nye ohia ene kom a onipa na odi ubone no you won't buy credit say was I e dey support ne da na obia for my sika o my sika no fire no o ya MPP full soldier o ya NDC ni full soldier onipa kro on ne yire ne ma energy wo mo ani ne ma make us any ma ko school and then obi ka kire me say bobie wontumi ni food them they say boasi akon o say ene nipa no me di nkomo ene no oye broni o say look my friend Bobby Wontumi is sitting on not less than $500 million. Also, this guy has money. He has money. I say, I am into mining. Now, or church me mining numuno. Or no cry was saying the excavators, a year 2 penno. A year one register, a year Juma, Emma, a year big foreign mining company. No, they are no enyano. Now, Wontumi also almost 500 excavators, as I say, a room, quiet. Now, Koshamo Brofo, or Mudi Wontumi achi, Ekojina EOCO. Obi wa or to spotter baako hyɛ no bɛyɛ busumi nsia ni onyi da oniska ɔde to spotter mpo ɛto adwidwi ɔnom diwema onye bi da ni toothbrush ɛdi 1 year na ne se apro na ogina lord kwamu na wanya Wontumi a igengen na Wontumi wei ade bi sei na ne ma eti abrochire no ade na ono watu Wontumi ma ennom Ghana nsuo Wontumi ma omo nnom Ghana nsuo obi asori awiei onidi ye na ogina politician echi ohine no a ono no look you see you funny say na member the tofa you fanto ora Mahama ekwan no say ekromunye we are enjoying the economic indicators, but the dispensation now you no and your economic indicators no amount for here. We wanted somebody to sanitize the system, and we believed in you so much that we gave our all, even to the point of death. Kana ye mu bi yanka ya semuntia o kan bebre a ne aka kire wo se ya ma obi minister ana ya ye obi sei wo GM office na eye oya me obi oni me adu agro bia onim se de misitie bibia ni wa ewo obi hu a no. But na ye jidi say you can sanitize the system. Somewhat nkrofo Obatia so am for report on the quiet. What is on the quiet? O mani ye nyina ya dia. Obi afa me no mienu ade. Say nipa na me maka kira wo say me to ade na ama wo na wo aba chi enipa na ama me. Oba ya was me nipa na can on the quiet. Only they can on the quiet. On the quiet na say. Let us know. Enipa do say na report to omo. Let us know how much and we retrieve. Let us know state properties say NYJ everywhere ho. Let us know how many NSS omujina court case die. Maybe bibi ani nyame na
with vision and integrity. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably, our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them.
They want Health fairness. Minister Ra Kando.
Like you made the ambitious so like and so subscribe to a POG political media as well. We see a lot about the Ghana authentic political headlines and the political updates at a POG media so and also bit means that also be a current stories and a old ones are updates so about POG so and also sabit me can I come acquire say na for a year must be a bruni bia ano make ono so informata or this a betu bia say a year ɔno use excavator tool no ɔno hwɛ sika awonya na ɔhwɛ Wontumi nsɛm a ɔno nso bɛka so ɔno excavators over bɛyɛ 500 no ɛno nso kame akɔyɛ sɛ ɔno nso wɔ sɛ twitwiri die ne da baabi a ɔno nso ɛhwɛ sɛ ɔman Ghana nso ntimi nyɛ bibi mfa na kyɛ sika no yɛnyi ne yɛmfa mɛto ɔman no foto mu na yɛmfa mbɔ ɔman no ho bra message bɛto aso ne ɛtie nsɛm na wɔakyerɛ no
where there are difficulties. I empathize with anybody who had to go through this painful situation. And it is important for Ghanaians to be taken along. And so I think at this point, the rotation was concerned. By the grace of God, we have secured clearance for these more than 17,000 health professionals. That was not the only thing. There were issues about conditions of service. You've heard them before. And so we had to onboard them gradually because you agree with me that we also have a country to govern. Ladies and gentlemen,
listen.
As I speak to you,
Omo ko demonstration anka omo a number nipa dodo omo yo. Omo anka. So, ye nipa dodo sei na aban na tua ye ka sei. Omo anka. Ye nipa dodo sei bear 7,000 aje omo salaries. 6,000 na yaka. Omo anka. So let's go out there and paint a candle black. Emo bia hu so a candle to one onya hwe or useless. Wow. MPP for bopa. Munya dia. You got it. Okay, so on doctors so migrate to Omoko your friend is say government payroll so you know so I kind of boss so quick.
Get about 883 of these officers getting clearance so that they can get their allowances. You recently had some junior doctors threatening to go on strike. They have started work without clearance, without salaries, without pay. Again, we collaborated with the Ministry of Finance, and as I speak to you now, we have succeeded in getting them clearance, and they are being migrated onto the payroll. We had about 800 medical doctors who had finished their housemanship, but they were still at home without clearance. As I speak to you now, the Ministry of Finance has issued clearance, and all these medical doctors are going to start work with immediate effect. And with this one, our priority areas are in the rural areas. So it was not only the issue of the 13,500 nurses and midwives. There were pharmacists who had completed their housemanship as far back from 2023 to 2024 who had not been paid. We inherited that. And those people have been paid. I am telling you what we inherited and what we have done about them and what we are doing about it. We have more than 17,000 rotational nurses, allied health professionals who also didn't have clearance as far as their rotation was concerned. By the grace of God, we have secured clearance for these more than 17,000 health professionals. That was not the only thing. There were issues about conditions of service. You've heard them before. And so we had to onboard them gradually.
Health Minister. And Samuel Addo on Facebook sent in a text message, says where demonstrations should be organized for the prosecution of those who have stolen from the country. No, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Delamon says MPP is a criminal organization. Simple. Vivian Opon says I'm very enthused for mentioning about the junior doctors. God bless the NDC government. Paul Ameno Soji. Good afternoon, EOCO. NDC is the future of Ghanaians. MPP never again. Okay, all right. Thank you, Paul. All right. Mame, and zoom straight. And now we are going to work on the Public Accounts Committee. Last week, right? Last week, almost sitting, and we have some few highlights. Because you be doing komo, then we plug it into the oral issues. Here Ghana for, and komo we here Ghana for pa. And this week, you be bowa mawatete. You be bowa. All right, so Nitai Tego says will be the most annoying thing is that pre-bargaining something. Thieves are allowed to sit and bargain for how much they steal and how much they can bring it back. If this is not wickedness, then I'm lost. All right, so Abraphobia says, Commander, one more fire. Rafkan is here with us, Francis Elinam. And Attorney General, a meeting on Nyema Akoso, our Public Accounts Committee, Numu. And I hope, say, Omu meeting, no, I don't know, when you say no. In case it become 6 months, it become 8 months, you know the standard, you try to war. There be a Public Accounts Committee. Nesika Irasa Yankawa. There be a Public Accounts Committee. Near who near Jawamho, Chief Director, then a fu a danine so. bedra nyumre obedru domido joint waje pokui waje club mienu na ne nine da so no owo so na funu saa ogoka no akache oko school or Russia o free Russia no best no call Cuba o free Cuba no best no call school Australia no call degree no buy kwasi asem kwa maro ko school ni nyina abone ne de wanyai da ye de awo no efri na busuam saa na ni ne se ete no de ababa chief director saa na ni ne se ete eno de ababa ye your friend say head of a department or government institution mu into owiade te se de wa bodam and o go share yes civil servants no de bi ye omo kura bodamini kura anya sada. Sasa Kwabna says, when is the Attorney General going to hold another press?
The next infraction is on paragraph 426. The next infraction is on paragraph 427. And this is an on budget. The next infraction is on paragraph 427. And the next infraction is on paragraph 427. And this is an unbudgeted 13th month salary payment. The amount in question is 14,823,000 from the Internal Generator Fund between 2022 and 2024. We recommend that the acting chief executive officer should stop payment of 13th month salary and seek approval from Ministry of Finance through the Ministry of Health. Have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the approval?
We actually was an instruction from the Ministry of Health that as a teaching hospital, we pay the 13-month salary. So that was budgeted for. And the payment done. But because we operate together, that is the clinical services and the pharmaceutical services, when the payment was being done, some funds were taken from the pharmacy unit to effect the payment.
Sir, the question was, the recommendation was that you need to seek approval from Ministry of Finance through Ministry of Health. Have you done that? And you said yes.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Where is this approval?
Where's it?
So, Honorable Chair, what we did was that in our budget presentation, the 2023-2024 budget presentation, we actually budgeted for 13-month salary payment, which we presented to the Select Committee and it was approved. So that is the basis on which we paid the 13 months.
So comment on about Eddie Rajumedin say POG Media the ban Ghana authentic political headlines and the political updates are a POG personal and submit me a canal one who the EOCO and the banning my Ghana political ASPs and measure that's also subscribers to POG Media and the EOCO so I your subscription now I share now for and so it's my Kajumedi be and I'll be to me so slide into the comment section or now so wait me at drink more the Fajumedi. But that's it. So comment on about Eddie Rajumedin, your best share.